What a game the Indiana Fever had tonight in Seattle. I'm here to tell you Caitlin Clark was nowhere to be found, but if it wasn't for Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, this could have been the third straight loss for the team. Now, I'm telling you right now, there's something definitely going on with Caitlin Clark. Like, her eyes looked kind of runny in a press conference. She looked like she was kind of breathing hard today. Something, I believe, this is just my theory, I think it's a sinus infection. I think it's either could be a sinus infection, a cold, or something is definitely bothering Caitlin Clark. This is the first time in her career Caitlin Clark recorded more turnovers than points, bro. She had more turnovers than points for the first time in her whole basketball career. That's how bad it's been for Caitlin Clark, bro.
Stretches that are really good, there's be stretches that aren't as good, and obviously it's frustrating. You want them to go in, and even tonight I felt like there was a few that felt really good off my hand and it just didn't go down. And even the mid-range jump shot to start the fourth quarter and the three to start the fourth quarter, they both felt good off my hand. So it's just frustrating. And I think for the challenge stretches that are really good, there's be stretches that aren't as good, and obviously it's frustrating.
She was the face of a revolution. Now she's vanishing before our eyes, and no one knows why. It began quietly. Just a few missed shots, a couple turnovers, nothing major. Until it didn't stop. 3 straight games, 3 straight meltdowns. Caitlin Clark, the fearless phenom, the queen of deep threes, was unraveling.
A win's a win. A win's a win, I guess. Great game by Aaliyah Boston. Great game by Kelsey Mitchell. I'll talk a little bit later. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with Caitlin Clark, but I don't even know if she should. I don't even know if she should be in It's at the stage where I don't know if she should be an all-star.
Something's clearly off with Caitlin Clark, and it's got everyone asking questions. Fans were confused, analysts speculated, but deep inside the locker room, the mood had shifted from concern to alarm. Was it fatigue, a hidden injury, or something far more serious? Then came the storm to be exact. Against Seattle, Clark was a shadow of herself. Missed jumpers, fumbled passes, and a blank expression that haunted the Fever bench.
After the last 2 games against the Valkyrie, after the last game against the Las Vegas Aces, a question many of us had was, who's going to step up on this Indiana Fever team when Caitlin Clark doesn't have it, when the shot's not falling? If she's not able to carry this team, who's willing to step up and show up when it matters the most, when it's time to buckle down and get this team a victory? Folks, after the last 2 games, I just wanted a win tonight. After the last 2 games, and in the manner in which this team lost the last 2 games, I just wanted a win tonight. Not only did I get a win, but I got Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell showing up and showing out. Lexi Hull, she had quite a good game as well.
But here's what nobody saw coming. After the game, Clark finally spoke, and what she said sent a chill through the entire league. "It's not just physical," she whispered. "It's everything." That's when the silence turned sinister. And what followed shattered every illusion we had about her slump. Every time Caitlin touched the ball, it felt like a trap. Seattle defenders didn't just guard her, they hunted her. 2, sometimes 3 swarming her with surgical cruelty. This wasn't defense, this was warfare. Face guarding, body checks, elbows, and not a single whistle. As if the officials had been told, let her break. But why? Why target her with such merciless intensity?
And I'm telling you right now, it is just not a good look at all. And we know Caitlin Clark could be doing way better than this, bro. I'm happy that the team picked up the win, even though there's a lot of, controversy and drama going on between none other than this whole Joanna Bonner situation, man. A lot of people was talking about this. Aaliyah Boston showed up and showed out. Let's pull up some of these information that is going viral online already. I'm just happy that the team got the dub at this point, man. They definitely got the dub. 94-86.
Some say it's payback for the spotlight. Others believe it's a coordinated effort to humble the WNBA's newest star. But one thing's clear, the Caitlin Clark we're watching now is playing through more than bruises. She's battling something darker. You can see it in her hesitation, the fear behind the eyes, like she's trying not to disappoint rather than trying to dominate. And all of it might trace back to one single vicious moment, the eye poke. It wasn't just a foul. It was a turning point, a fracture in the foundation of her confidence. That brutal eye poke from JC Sheldon wasn't just a freak accident, it was the moment everything changed.
It wasn't even a boring game from the Fever. Caitlin just sucked. We can be honest, she was just terrible. The game management was horrific down the stretch. Stephanie White decided that she wanted to wanted to take Caitlin Clark off for defense, and then they scored on every single possession that Caitlin Clark was off on defense. And then for some reason, they're up 8 points with 16 seconds to go, and she's put in the game and rolls her ankle.
Since then, Caitlin's been playing like she's avoiding shadows, like every defender's a ghost that might strike without warning. Psychologists call it trauma imprinting, when a single, painful incident creates an involuntary response. In Caitlin's case, it's hesitation, it's doubt, it's fear. Sigmund Freud once said, unconscious fear creates conscious paralysis, and that's what we're seeing. Not just in her shooting, her entire game is glitching. Movements delayed, reactions dampened, the swagger, gone. And behind all this, a coach who seems paralyzed herself. Because while Caitlin Clark suffers, Stephanie White watches and does nothing.
Indiana Fever stop the bleeding and end the losing streak. 94-86. Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell. Let's start with the two of you. Aaliyah Boston, 31 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 13 for 18 from the field. Do you want to know what was the most impressive part about Aaliyah Boston's games tonight? Not only was it going up against, I almost called her Nneka Ogwumike. Not only was it going up against Ezi Magbor, but it was not coming off of solely slip screens. It wasn't coming off of slipping the screen, getting an easy wide open layup and taking it to the bucket. AB played one-on-one basketball today. AB played in the post. AB showed that she had the moves to get her shot and make the shot in. Aaliyah Boston with one of her most impressive games from a one-on-one basketball standpoint that I have seen so far.
Let's be honest, this isn't just about Clark. It's about what Indiana is doing to her. Or rather, what they're not doing. Stephanie White is watching her star get swallowed alive by defenders. And her answer? Silence. No screens, no play changes, no protection, just crossed arms and dead eyes on the sideline. It's almost surreal. You've got the most lethal shooter in women's basketball, and you're running isolation plays for everyone but her. No pick and roll, no off-ball movement, nothing. And when Caitlin gets hacked, held, face guarded into oblivion, still nothing. Not even a timeout. The fans are screaming. The team is stalling. And White? She's playing chess with a broken clock. It's no longer incompetence. It's sabotage through inaction. But the deadliest battles aren't always visible. Sometimes the war is waged inside. Caitlin?
They had us a little shaky in the start of the third. But if it weren't for Kelsey, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall hitting some big shots to kind of, stretch that lead out some more. Great game. Aaliyah Boston, last 3 games, bro, she been balling. Tonight she had 31 points, 8 rebounds, shooting 72% from the field. Last game before this one, she had 26 points, 10 rebounds, shooting 63% from the field. Game before that, 17, 12, and she was shooting 63 again. She's averaging a career high 15 points, 61% from the field. Now, to all of the haters, I told y'all, bruh. I told y'all this. Look, it was a lot of haters hating on Aaliyah Boston before the season start. Oh, she looked bad. Is this and that. Based it off what they seen in Unrivaled. Told y'all, bro. Aaliyah Boston gonna ball out, bro. I knew it. I knew that unrivaled stuff was fake. We shouldn't have even made it even considered. You know what I'm saying? Because the same folks that was talking bad about Aaliyah Boston, they ain't saying nothing no more. They real quiet on their channel. They was bashing Aaliyah Boston, bro. And I'm telling you right now, she saved the day in a major way tonight. Caitlin Clark is playing some of the worst basketball of her career right now, and it is just not a good look for Caitlin Clark. I just got to be honest, but shout out to Aaliyah Boston coming through. Somebody said, Aaliyah, take a bow.
Clark isn't just fighting defenders. She's fighting herself, the fear of failing, the weight of being perfect, and worst of all, the pressure from the very people who adore her. Every missed shot sparks a wildfire of online hate. Tweets dissecting her form, posts mocking her toughness, overrated they write, too soft. But they don't see the full picture, the swollen quad, the lingering eye damage, the bruised ego. She's playing through pain and walking on eggshells. The trauma's not just physical, it's mental. According to trauma expert Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, the body keeps the score, and Caitlin's body, it's exhausted. Her soul, it's wounded. And every second she's on that court, she's reliving it all. The pressure, the pain, the expectation. She's not broken, she's drowning. And maybe, just maybe, we're part of the reason she's sinking. Let's talk about the fans. The same ones who built her pedestal are now tearing it down. Every game is a referendum on her greatness. Is she a bust? Can she really hang in the W? They say they love her, but what they really love is perfection. The moment she shows weakness, they pounce. And that's the true tragedy. Caitlin Clark is human, and right now, she's in survival mode. She's trying not to fall apart on national television while carrying an entire franchise on her back. But fandom has no mercy. There's no patience for process, no empathy for pressure. The critics don't realize every snide comment, every harsh headline is another weight she has to carry, and soon she won't be able to move at all. But legends?
Like, ironically enough, I said before the game, my bold prediction, you can watch the start of this stream, my bold prediction is that Erica Wheeler is going to outplay Caitlin Clark. And people said I was dumb, this was going to be Caitlin's bounce back game. And I said there was no chance. I said, you can still see with everything, it looks like something's wrong with Caitlin. I don't know when her bounce back game's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be home. They're playing home in LA their next game. She's playing Paige Beckers. Something needs to set her off, because I don't know. I don't know if it's the Dawana situation. I don't know if something's happening outside in her life. But like, I don't know. Like, she ended the game.
They don't just survive storms, they become the eye of the hurricane. Caitlin Clark's not finished, not even close. This is the part in every legend story where the hero falls, so she can rise. Michael Jordan had his playoff failures, Serena had her collapses, Kobe had his doubters, and now it's Caitlin's turn. She's at rock bottom. But from here, there's only one direction, up. The comeback won't be quiet, it'll be thunderous. The threes will return, the swagger will snap back, and the same fans who question her now will stand and cheer as she reclaims her throne. Because when Caitlin Clark decides it's time, the WNBA won't be ready. The rim will feel wider, the court smaller, and defenders, they'll feel like they're guarding fire. So let the critics speak now, let them doubt, because when she bounces back, and she will, they'll be the first ones posting her highlights. The queen isn't done, she's just loading, and when she fires back, the whole league will shake. If you believe in redemption stories, if you're ready to witness the rise of a legend, subscribe, share, and remember, Caitlin Clark's silence is only the calm before the storm.